Hey folks, honored to share with you this show I was on today here in the Bentonville Square. This is Asa Hutchinson's presidential candidacy announcement. And so hopefully I get to do a few more shows with them, but I want to give you a walk around right after it happens, help you feel the energy and show you the setup of some of the challenges and specific things about the show I got to overcome. With political gigs, the aesthetic is really important and make sure things are hidden, but also sound great. You're managing the streams, there's press, there's all sorts of variables. So I just want to talk you through on a real show what that looks like immediately after it was done. All that being said, it went great. I was happy with the result on site, people hearing here throughout the square, as well as the stream. So let me walk you through all that. All right, here we are at front of house. I'm in a fun little tent because it rained a lot yesterday. I'm on a M32 for this show. It was basically a podium microphone, some music playback. I also had a band to mic up that was just playing some walk-in marching stuff, some potential playback, nothing too crazy. Had QLab and Spotify over here. I had Smart running as an RTA, as well as Spectrum View and SPL monitoring. And I had this for meters over here. Everything was sent over here to Video World. Sorry for the wonky camera. So yeah, Video World down there was sitting for the stream. This was streamed live on Facebook. And we went live, I think, to Fox News. We'll see. But here, I'm now going to go out and walk around, show you the setup and the rig. Here we go, out our back entrance. There's Slick Rick. All right. Here we go, the city square. Pretty cool. This was the press riser. I had two press mults over there that were getting a single program matrix. I took my program 1516 out of buses 1516, summed it down to matrix 1 and sent it over there. And there's this nice little press mults over there that step down the level to mic level and that we can negate up to whatever they want. Here we are looking at the rig. This was the stage. You can see right here it had 9 boxes of RCF covering this main part of the square. And I basically had coverage all the way until I wanted to get to this fountain. So if people wanted to stay over here and hang out. The thing is though, since this cut shot on the side was shooting, they didn't want to see any speakers in that. So I just had to do that single hang. So I couldn't do one here on the left-hand side. So if I move on over here,
I'll see if let you know anything about
this left-hand side didn't have anything except I hit a CP8 there on that pole. And then I had a couple front fills here. There's the former governor of Arkansas, Asa Hutchinson. And we just wrapped up here, so apologize for the noise. But to give you a feel of the setup, there was the tent I was just in, and I was with the Avad 3 Event Production. The whole crew did a wonderful job. It was a pleasure working with them. I had to move my speaker several times because always the problem, or not the problem, but the opportunity, I'd say, with political gigs is scenic. They did a really good job. We had to move these and whatever, but let me walk around behind to kind of give you a sense of what we had going on. Over here, as we're lifted up on these lifts, let you see what's going on with the RCF. I was able to get almost to the trim height that I wanted to, but we had to go in between with this tree. But this covered from the main audience, again, all the way back, shooting across the press riser, then to the fountain. Right here I had a pair of KS 118s in cardioid mode. I just did the front and rear and had them stacked, and that worked nicely. This building is the courthouse, so yesterday setting up, we couldn't really make a lot of noise because they're doing court or proceedings, so I had to tune early this morning. Over there is Power World, the Power Distro, and then my DL32 rack and all my I/O for the stage lived here. Walk behind right here, see if I can, this is one of my NAP mics I had, hit it behind here. That's the name of the game, is political stuff. They want you to be, the audio department needs to be invisible as possible. So again, this hang right here, it's a lighting tower up there. So you can see on the stage, there's a little front fill. I got my full back frame at the podium. I had 2 podium microphones, the MX412s, the 12-inch models. And that's what I had, a primary to back up. And I brought them, I had copied settings from the first one once I got it dialed into the other to make sure I could keep things the same if I had to bail out. But I also had a spare wired 58 at the edge of the stage right there, just in case something went down. He could get the handheld and make that happen. Actually, my last show with Asa Hutchinson, my wireless rack went down completely, and I had to do that. But that's that setup there, that front fill. And there was another one right on the ground right there covering, since the main PA did a good job. Once I got about halfway in the audience, I had time to spread out, but it couldn't go right over there. But what you see right here, these are the VIP seats, so definitely want to make sure they had good coverage, but who knows where other people were going to stand. So it's tempting to think like, okay, here's where the seats are, let's cover there. But with these outdoor gigs, there could be people over there. Things get crazy. So I usually try to have a shotgun approach in that, making sure my audio can get anywhere I need it. So I like having a lot of these powered fill speakers that are small. So CP8s are really great here because they're incognito. I could throw them down anywhere. I didn't have a system processor on this gig, but it would have been nice to be able to have a little bit more flexibility on the outputs. But I had, as far as drive lines to the PA, I had my 9 boxes. So of those, I had the top 3 on A, and then the next two on B, C, D. So I could drive them all separately. So I applied across my master bus the low-mid tonality shaping, and then across the top boxes, I was able to have everything dialed in from an HF perspective. And so I think I'll be able to show my smart data here. I'll walk around here just to give you a little bit different look of the gig. Here's looking from stage. Pretty cool, those pair of podium microphones. I have a little clip that I put on it that I have 3D printed that keeps them together so they move at the same. I need to find that file and be able to share it. Here's my other NAP microphone. This was sent out to national news, which is pretty cool. Then also streamed live on Facebook. So I needed to make sure programs sounded good. So these NAP mics were great. And to make things feel live, just showing you a little bit of a different view around. You can see here, this is my other fill speaker that I snuck and had with that pole to make it a little more incognito. And that's the speaker that covered this area while the main hang covered that side. Went all the way back. We'll make another circle here, then end here at front of house. And this is the setup. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Excited to show you this setup. Hopefully I'll be able to hop on more gigs to show what's going on. These political gigs are just a little bit different ballgame. If you're good at corporate, you can make it happen, but it really tests you to be nimble, to be quick, to think in blocks and make your system setup be best for the event from an aesthetic standpoint, but also a sonic standpoint. Anyway, I'm Michael Curtis. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time.